Speed Demons, posted by u/Asian Goose over on r/HFY. We are the K300 Club, the kings and queens of the Speedway. Our vehicles are the fastest on the Speedway, none can come close to us. From all over the planet, many challenged us to race in the early mornings when the speedways were emptiest. Many came and went home defeated. Drivers after drivers, clubs after clubs. None could outmatch the speed and prowess of the K300 Club. That was the case until the humans started challenging us. I still remember that night years later. It all started when we were racing around the capital speedways, our hover cars being the kind specifically made for sport and high speed. Stock, they were only capable of doing 200 km an hour tops. But with the modifications we made, we managed to get them going over 300 km an hour. We were snaking our way past a few hover cars and cargo trucks that were on the speedway, when we saw two headlights coming fast towards us. We were only going at 200 km an hour, but this vehicle was coming at us at least 250. We managed to finally see what the vehicle is, when it was close enough. A four-wheeled vehicle, with a long engine bay, mirrors near the front wheels, and a design that looks century old. On our comms we laughed at the sight of this car. Such an old relic, still functional in the time of hover cars. The dark blue relic flashed its lights at us. A signal for a race. In unison, all five of us sped down the speedway, leaving that relic behind. We laughed because we thought that car couldn't catch us. Our laughter was cut short when a flash of blue streaked past us at unbelievable speeds, followed by a black roundish car that tailed the blue car, both a relic from centuries ago. At that moment, we turned serious. These were no ordinary drivers or vehicles. These are people who can actually pose a challenge to our rule over the speedways. So we chased them. We tried to push our hover cars as best we could, but at that moment I noticed something that made me realize the faults of our hover cars. The two relics that were practically dancing in front of us still have wheels touching the asphalt. They have better grip and thus better acceleration. Ours don't, they only touch the ground when they are parked. So we spent precious moments braking to turn, while they simply turned sideways. Our club's salvation, however, came, or at least what we thought were our club's salvation. The 7-kilometer straight and wide part of the speedway, known to the racers as Orion's Straight, came into view. There, all of us pushed our hover cars as far as we could, their engines screaming as they cut through the air, the bottom a mere 2 centimeters above the asphalt. And we managed to pass the dark blue and black relics. We rejoiced as we passed them, my blood boiling in excitement as we could see the driver of the blue relic. It was a young human male. He only gave me a glance before I heard a loud bang coming from the back of the blue relic. Then the black and blue relic took off, faster than our hover cars could go. I don't know exactly how fast they went, but I am certain they could go at least 380 kilometers an hour, maybe even 400 or more. We decided right then to call off our stroll for the night. Even after coming home, I couldn't stop shaking. The sight of those two vehicles going near a third of the speed of sound on a wheeled vehicle on the speedway is terrifying. Those humans are either crazy, I have a death wish, or both. Several times we met those monsters on our strolls, only to be dusted as they flew like an airplane trying to take off. By chance I got to meet the driver of the blue vehicle, whose name is Akio, and he told me the driver of the black vehicle's name was Tatsuya. We exchanged words and stories about our love for vehicles when Akio told me about his old vehicle. He said it's called a Fairlady 500, and as I suspected, it was first built nearly 100 years ago. But what I didn't know is that they're still being made, though in small numbers by different companies, not the original manufacturer. My club agreed to nickname the blue car as the Blue Devil, and the black car as the Black Eagle. The humans are now kings of the speedway, and rumors I've heard from other planets said that some humans managed to break the sound barrier on a wheeled vehicle. I shivered at the thought. These humans are true speed demons.